Texas. Texas, one of the biggest states in the Union. Everything is big in Texas. Things are so big in Texas, one of our feature poets is named Big Papa E. I love it when they call me Big Papa Bug. This dude is so big, helicopters keep trying to land on his book. He's so big, the last 5 digits to his address is his shoe size. You have no idea how big Big Papa E is, but let me tell you, he's brought a friend with him. Lennon Simpson. Lennon Simpson is fly. You may ask yourself, why Survivor? Why would you call Lennon Simpson fly? I will tell you why. You will be so addicted to this boy's literature that he has with him. You will have to turn the page so fast the speed will reach Mach 3 fly. I'm talking about so fly that Boeing has designed their new prototype after one of his poems fly. So big, this can only be from Austin, Texas. Y'all ain't ready for the dynamic duo, the Wonder Twins of poems. These two are about to rock it straight off Greyhound for God knows how many days, all the way to Richmond, Virginia. Give some Southern hospitality to 2 liberals stuck in the Tea Party hell of Texas. Give it up for them. Give it up for Big Papa.
Damn, he's tall. How's it going, y'all? Y'all win the award for sexiest microphone on this tour. Hi, my name's Lennon Simpson. I'm from Austin, Texas, by way of Little Rock, Arkansas. It's good to be here. How y'all doing? This first piece I'm going to do, how many of y'all have noticed that an absurd amount of beautifully creative geniuses die when they're 24? Like at 24. Is that odd or not? So I wrote this piece on the day I turned 25 when I realized I was officially too old to die tragically young. I wake up feeling like death because 6 a.m. never comes sooner than after a Bukowski bender on a weeknight, but I don't mind. See, I'm trying to die before I get old because that's a promise I made a long time ago that I was going to be one of the mad ones. Mad to live, and I was going to burn like Kerouac's Roman candles, and when I died, I was going to explode across this sky, searing an image of me into the retina of this world's memory so I wouldn't be forgotten too soon. But I'm beginning to worry that I might have missed my chance for tragic glory somewhere back there, on a road littered with 9-to-5s and passers-by, picket fences and grande lattes, but I'm not living for someday, or eventually. And though possibility may be the cornerstones of our lives, these moments are its building blocks. And like Legos, they're only worth what we can make with them. And so I take them and try to build a life I've lifted from the movies and books where the good die young, beautiful, and we always get the girl. And where stories are written at 80 miles an hour down some forgotten backwoods highway in a car more broken and battered than the souls it carries. Or at 3 a.m. in some dingy dive bar where the liquor never has the strength to throw us far enough away from ourselves to make a difference. Or on forgotten city rooftops where we stand, starving, hysterical, and naked, screaming at the skyline because we wanted to write symphonies with the echoes, and this is where I find myself. Silhouetted by sunsets I've been chasing since dawn because I wanted to see what this world would look like from a fiery horizon, and I realize I'm chasing dreams that are written only for the silver screens, but that isn't going to stop me from trying. Everybody start stomping your feet. Start clapping your hands. Keep on the stage 3 times. HBO, Jeff Poe, Big Papa E, come on.
Damn, he's tall. How y'all doing? That was Lennon Simpson. Make some noise for Lennon Simpson. How you doing? Can y'all this microphone right?
Yeah.
All right. If I had a son, and he came to me as a young man for advice about sex, this is probably what I would tell him. 1, buy condoms. Buy them and keep them with you at all times, and use them before you are asked to use them, and use them every time. The peace of mind you allow your partner will free her to be vulnerable with you, and that, my son, is exactly what sex is about. Condoms are sexy. In fact, call buying condoms foreplay. Footnote, if you were too embarrassed to buy condoms, you were not ready to have sex. 2, kissing is not merely foreplay. Spend entire evenings making out on the couch while fully clothed. Believe me, dry humping rocks. Did I get some sprinkles on you? Did I get some sprinkles on you right now? I will lap dance a motherfucker, I don't care. Just about friction. It's about emotion. Don't worry about trying to find her clitoris. Find her heart. Then she'll help you find her clitoris. 4. If you really want to know how to please a woman, ask her how she masturbates. Then do that. A lot. She claims she doesn't masturbate. Offer to take her shopping for a vibrator so you can both learn the vocabulary of her body together. 5. Don't put anything in her butthole you wouldn't want in your own. Footnote, try a pinky finger, it's kinda awesome. Don't act like you don't know about the pinky finger. 6. When you go down on her, and you will go down on her, and if you are my son, you will be amazing at it. It's not bragging if it's true, y'all. Tell her how good she tastes. Stop in the middle and kiss her deeply so she knows how good she tastes. And do the same when she goes down on you. 7. Who said yuck? You don't have a girlfriend, do you? You need to write this shit down, alright? 7. A simple Google search yields 1,347 euphemisms for male masturbation, yet only 23 for female masturbation. If guys spent less time jacking off and more time jilling off, this world would be a happier place. 8. If you find Jesus, you go to heaven. If you find her G-spot, she goes to heaven. Just because you've come doesn't mean she has, so don't you dare come before her. Don't worry about keeping yours. You're a guy. You always get yours. Your job is to make sure she's getting hers. 10. If sex with your partner lasts no longer than this poem, you are not making love. You are masturbating with her body instead of your hand. Shame on you. Go back to step 1. You've got a little learning to do. Love, Dad. Entire front row. I'm just going to move forward a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw him in the first round. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring it back. His name is Lennon Simpson. Make some noise for Lennon Simpson.
So I sold my car back in January and I bought a bicycle. Because gas is expensive. But because of this, I spent a lot of time riding the city bus. Anybody here rode the city bus before? There's some crazy people on the city bus, right? Yes. Okay. This is a poem about somebody who wasn't so crazy on the city bus, and she kind of caught my eye. So. For the heavily tattooed woman on the city bus. She still rocks the CD player. Covered in stickers from bands she hasn't heard on the radio since she was a freshman in high school. This isn't analog. For the age of the MP3 player, this is the definition of old school. And it makes me want to know her name. She drags a Paul Mitchell Cosmetics case behind her. This must be her career. She must spend her days making other people feel beautiful by painting their faces, but her face hasn't been painted any shade but loneliness in what seems like years. And this makes me want to tell her that she is beautiful. The pin-cushion heart, tattooed on her chest, lets me know that she's been there. Broken and battered, swearing that this time would be the last time. And kicking herself because last time she said the same thing. But she's never given up. She's kept every needle thrust into her heart because she knows that someday somebody's going to come along who shares a similar thread and they can begin sewing the pieces of themselves back together again. This makes me want to hear her stories. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, then she has libraries lining her arms, written in a language only she can understand. But I wanted to read them to her. I want to hear the one about that time on the playground she managed to swing all the way over the swing set. And how at that time a little 6-year-old girl learned the true meaning of life, and she still has the scars on her elbows and knees to prove it. I want to hear the one about the boy she used to date in high school. And how he found her on Facebook last week and his status said bored. And I want to hear the one about how she sold everything she ever owned, drove to the airport, picked a city off the board, bought a ticket, and just flew. And how she found out the people all the way over there are any different than the people right here. And I want to hear the one about how she had a bad day at work. But some boy on the bus thought her CD player was cool, so he asked her her name. Told her she was beautiful and how that made the difference.
Y'all ever have that friend you just can't bring anywhere? Be at the party and your friends will be like, "What's up with your boy?" And you're like, well, this is a poem written for that person. How would you feel? It's called Dear White People. Starts like this. Dear white people, you are embarrassing me. You need to stop doing stupid shit that makes me look bad. For example, just because you know all the lyrics to the theme song of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air does not mean you were down with hip-hop. Will Smith has yet to prove he's down with hip-hop. The man checking his punk ass will not help you. White people, what? That's awesome. White people, what? Muslim is not a synonym for terrorist. Just Christian does not mean abortion, Dr. Murderer. You can't judge an entire group of people by its most radical elements, so stop. And stop using the word ethnic to mean an ethnicity other than your own. And stop describing beautiful non-white women as exotic. Talking parrots are exotic. Beautiful women who are not white are simply beautiful. White people.
What?
There's another one. Stop altering the way you speak to mimic what you think are the slang and speech patterns of the person with whom you are talking. Yes, we can all tell when you got a black person on your cell phone. It's the only time you use phrases like off the chain and what up, dog. I don't think black people even say those things. And don't tell me you once had an interracial relationship as a means of proving you were open-minded. In 2010, we call those shits relationships. And just because you fucked a black girl in college does not mean you were open-minded. It just means you know how to fuck, and that don't mean shit. And don't tell me you feel uncomfortable around black people because you once got beat up by one. If I beat your punk ass right now, would you mistrust all short white poets who are kind of chubby but still kind of sexy? No! Fucking get over it. White poets.
What?
Stop trying to prove you were down with the struggle. The best way to prove you were not down with the struggle is to write a poem about how down you are with the struggle. In fact, you were never allowed to say the struggle ever again. Just because you can use the word revolution in a sentence does not make you part of one. And just because you can write a poem making fun of other white people does not mean... Oh shit. White people, just fucking chill out. Stop trying to prove yourself or apologize for shit and just live your life and speak your truth and do everything you can to empower others to do the same. If anyone demands more than that, tell them to fuck themselves. You don't have to prove anything to anyone but yourself, and you need to do that shit in private. Peace out. Something good here. You guys know what a haiku is?
Yes.
Just in case you don't know, haiku is a little form of Japanese poetry, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, typically about nature and the passage of time. But what we do is the haiku death match. When I say haiku death match, you guys say dun dun dun. Haiku death match. Dun, dun, dun. Haiku death match. Dun, dun, dun. Welcome back to the stage. Your haiku competitor, Lennon Simpson. Make some noise. The applause-o-meter of doom. Each one of us will do exactly one haiku. You will decide by applause who takes that round. First poet to get 3 rounds takes the entire thing. The other poet must commit seppuku right here on this stage. Yes. Blood will be spilled for your sick and twisted pleasure. Yes. First thing we need to do is to find out who goes first. So give us a drum roll. We're going to do rock, paper, scissors. Best to Sick! That's a big ass fight. Wait. Big ass spider. Please don't bite me in the ass. I have to sit on the Greyhound. It's all good. Come on, just go ahead and sit down. It's not going to be a shame. If I have a lot, you don't feel it. This is my show! Let it go about its business. Sit your ass down and sit. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. It's Lennon Simpson.
I'd make fun of Big Papa E, but nothing rhymes with Oompa Loompa.
Oh, you done did it now.
Some bullshit. Go 8 Mile on you right now. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 69. I wanted her to spoon me, but she ended up knifing me instead.
No.
Yes.
You think Big Papa E takes the plot seriously now?
Alright, if you seem to, for some reason, think Lennon Simpson takes it applaud furiously now. He's at a 1-0. He starts in the next round.
How to sleep on the couch haiku number 17. I changed the curtains. They clashed with my Han Solo poster collection.
Whatever, Urkel. I will unleash the belly. I don't give a damn. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 99. Tonight is the first night in 3 years I did not think of you. Wait. Fuck. Take some applause furiously now. Oh! Do it. Come on, do it. Do it.
So do you think Big Papa E takes that one applaud seriously?
1-1. Bitter ex-girlfriend haiku number 23. You are useless as the alcohol swab before lethal injection.
How to sleep on the couch haiku number 7. No, the dishes won't do themselves. Come to think of it, neither will I. If you think Big Papa E takes the crowd furiously now.
If you think Lennon Simpson takes an applaud furiously now. Lennon edged me out. It is now 2-1. Going next to the next round first. Lennon. Lennon.
Awkward teenage male haiku number 1. Seriously, Mom, I swear, I really do blow my nose in my socks.
She's like this. She's like, I did not know that's what made him crusty. I thought it was just snow. Now I know different. Baby, that's salty. That is salty. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Fat cocks. Wet vaginas, crashing waves of jism. I love family reunions. How that means it's a sugar round. 2 poets come in, only 1 comes out. The winner of this rotation wins the whole thing. George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead haiku.
Most offensive haiku ever written.
Uh-oh.
Number 2. It's not the coming I like. Blowjobs are the only time you shut up.
Blowjobs and we got zombies. That's how we roll. If you think Lenny Simpson takes it and in fact takes the entire haiku deathmatch applause now. So old man don't cry. If you think Big Papa E takes it, applaud furiously now. Make some noise for your haiku deathmatch champion, Lenny Simpson. One more each, and then we're gonna go back and do whatever it is next. Yes?
Shopping list?
Shapu?
Shopping list?
Shapu?
Shopping list?
Shopping list.
Work, sir.
Home?
Man, shut your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, make some more noise for Lenny Simpson.
I apologize for that. How many of y'all got Facebook?
Liars!
How many of y'all have somebody on your newsfeed that pops up every now and then? You're like, who the fuck is that? Okay, this is for those people. So according to Facebook, I have 572 friends. 572 people have clicked that little button confirming that yes indeed, me and that guy, we go back. Like way back. Like, see, we go back to spending sleepovers, twisting antennas into co-hangers so we can catch Cinemax while the Goonies run a commercial. So we go back to Super Soaker shootouts and Nerf gun warfare, man. We go back to up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start, select. We got a couple ways in the house, that's cool. We go back to talking each other through grade school relationships and what the best way to hold hands in the cafeteria is. We go back to talking each other through our first breakups and drinking IBC root beer because the bottles made that shit look real. BMX bike races down subdivision streets and doing power slides that made us feel like Steve McQueen. And we go back to borrowing the family sedan to drive out to the big game and doing power slides that made us feel like Steve McQueen. And we go back to choosing colleges not for their prestige, but because their proximity to each other would allow us to go on easy weekend road trips. And we go back to that one time you did that one thing with that one girl in that one place, and I swore on our empty case of PBR that I wouldn't tell a soul. Or more likely, we just go back to the same school. Our lockers might have been in the same hallway, we might have bumped into each other looking for a place to sit in the cafeteria. Maybe we played the band game during freshman orientation, but man, we had a few classes together. And I wish this was all it took to be friends. Just a few shared experiences, a couple of party pictures on Facebook, and it's like we're family, but it simply doesn't cut it. See, being a friend, a true friend, is the type of person that'll help you hide a body. One time, no questions asked. Being a friend is more than simply knowing each other's most embarrassing secrets. It's It's knowing which of those embarrassing secrets are fair game for a laugh, and which of those secrets are absolutely off limits. And speaking of off limits, it's knowing that no matter how drunk I get or how hot she may be, your little sister is just never a good idea. And knowing that if I make that mistake, you'll forgive me for it anyway. Being a friend. Being a friend is more than just going out for a couple of drinks after work. It's knowing that no matter how seedy this dive bar gets, how big those guys are, or how much shit I've been talking to you, that you got my back. No matter what, because that's just how we roll. See, being a friend is more than simply learning to tolerate each other's dark sides. It's knowing we can see each other at our absolute worst and still steadfastly refuse to believe it. Being friends is more than just being in the same place at the same time, long enough for somebody to snap a picture. It's knowing no matter what time it is, or where I'm going, I never have to go alone.
Who here is 5'5" or below? That's my short people. What's up? I can't see you, but I know you're out there. You're probably waving your arm. I can't see nothing. I can hear it. I'm over here. You represent the Rocky
What-do? I got one more poem for you.
That was we bought a 2-month bus pass on the Greyhound, and we've been going all over the United States, mostly the Deep South. We have 36 gigs in 60 days.
Nice!
And yes, and we're a little more than halfway through. So thank you guys for welcoming us into your home. We got our travel covered, but we do need help feeding ourselves and his tapeworm. He's always hungry. He's all skinny people. Big people what? So the way we do that is by selling books. We have books of our poetry that are only $5. It's a sliding scale.
Only $5!
None of that peso shit, alright? It's $5 American dollars. If you don't have $5, $4 and a hug is cool. If you got $3 and a really good hug, you get one free, baby. I was working that ass last night. I would think it'd be all sticky and stuff, but you know. Anyway, I only do that because your poetry is dope. Isn't that dude's poetry dope? My chapbook is called Pretty Girls Make Me Sad. Ugly girls make me sad too. It's just a different kind of sad. It is a different kind of sad. I'm going to do a serious poem now to close this out. It's the title piece of my book. It's called Pretty Girls Make Me Sad. It's about traveling all over this country, and you know, these are just even the funny poems. They're not just poems, you know. It's me. I'm leaving all over this country, and it takes its toll. So that's what this is about. Pretty Girls Make Me Sad. Mine is the art of the awkward pause, the comedy of mortification, the joy of realizing you have no idea what to do next. I am the king of unrequited love, the prince of crushes, the emperor of yearning from afar. I am in love with everyone, and scatter pieces of my broken heart all over this country, hoping one day I can follow their trail home. But the moment they touch the ground, a poem sprouts, and birds make nests in their leafy words. I have planted forests that pulse and throb with the rhythm of my blood. I am Johnny Appleheart, and I am lost amongst these trees. Wow. And the wind whistles through the holes in my chest. If I twist just right, it makes the most beautifully sad music, so painfully lovely, so horribly alive, this symphony of sighs. I spend more time looking at the tips of my toes than I do the face of the moon. And I spend more time on both than I do looking people in the eyes. I didn't used to be this way. I used to wear my heart on my sleeve, but it made my wrists too bloody. And now I am clumsy around girls. I never know what to say. They just smell so good. I flirt with mixtapes and poetry and have no idea what a first date is. I always have to ask, is this a first date? It hardly ever is. I hug every girl I meet so I can share heartbeats with someone, even for a moment. I have fallen deeply in love with 106 girls who were absolutely perfect for me, except for one fatal flaw. They didn't love me back. I keep hoping for someone to cross a crowded room and stand brazenly before me and reach out and hold my face in her palms and smile with her eyes and say, "There you are. I have been looking everywhere for you. Now that I have found you, I promise I will never let you out of my sight." But no one ever does. I'm a little kid lost in the mall and crying, clutching at the hems of passing skirts and mouthing the name of someone I've never met. "Are you my lost love?" "No," said the steam shovel, "I am not your lost love." "Oh, my sweet heart-shaped girl, where are you? Follow my poems home to me, my scallywag, my succotash, my sweet potato pie. I am so tired." Thank you, guys. Poets who have graced this microphone with their poetry. Make some noise for yourselves. Sing with these flowers with poetry. Make some noise for yourselves.
Can't do it?
We'll get him tonight. We'll get him tonight.
Yo, so did I keep my word? I was working. This happens, as we say here in Richmond, Uri week. Uri. This shit right here, Uri week. Nah, I mean. So, yeah, these features come from all over the country. Big Papa E out of Austin, Texas.